Hi guys, today is a Zoom video lesson on geometry. Now, if you remember, right before we left, we actually started I gave you some preview to geometry, but we're going to go ahead and identify the characteristics that geometric shapes have. So come on. All right, we're ready to warm our brains up, so let's go ahead and get started. I want you to do 43 times 3, and then we'll check it together. Okay. Did you do 43 times 3? This is a 2 by 1, so 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. You should have gotten 129. All right, try the next one. 25 times 4. All right, 25 times 4. You should have said 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 2 more is 10. You should have gotten 100. All right, we're going to switch our brains a little bit and we're going to do 21 divided by 3. So now I have to think to myself, 3 times what equals 21? And the correct answer should be 7. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. I hope you paused the video. I forgot to tell you to do that. Next one, we're going to divide as well. Figure it out for yourself and then come on back. Okay. We should have said 2 times what equals 16, and that is 8, and that's why 8 goes there, because then if 2 times 8 is 16, then 16 divided by 2 would be 8. All right, before we get started today, I want you to do some thinking. So put that thinking cap on. What do you know about a line? What's inside of it, and how is it made up? So I want you to think about that for a minute. Pause the video and think about that for a minute. Okay, now let's talk about what's actually inside that line. All right, if you remember, I told you inside the line, here is one whole line. Then what I actually have is inside here, I have a line segment. This is a segment of a line. That means kind of like a little piece of the line. So notice I have a line segment here, I have a line segment here, and notice that they have stoppers on each end. Remember how we talked about that? Because it's just a piece of it. It's kind of like to connect the dots. All right, and then notice what's at the end here, because this now becomes a ray. Remember I told you that that can keep on going and keep on going all the way to the right. And then there's another ray over here because that can keep on going and keep on going to the left. So now you have, something that keeps on going. But inside you have all these line segments that are actually connected together until you hit your rays on either end. And that makes a line. That's what a line is made up of. All right, so we're going to be just taking a few minutes and looking over these. We're going to talk about points, line segments. I already told you about those. A line, a ray. We'll see what you remember about the angle, how the angle is actually made. So come on and let's check these out. All right, a point. Here's what points look like, and they're the kind of the things that we think about connecting dots to. But a point is basically just going to be an exact location, and it's not, it has no length or width. It's just a spot, okay? The line segment we've already talked about. If you remember, that's going to have those stoppers on each end, and it's part of a line, which I showed you. It has 2 endpoints and includes all the endpoints, all the points in between, okay? All the spots in between is our line segment. And when we put a bunch of those together, that's what helps create our line. But now a line has to be, do you see right in here, we've got that line segment inside of there, and then we've got the 2 rays on either end. All right, a line is a collection of all of those points, and it goes on indefinitely. That means forever in both directions. That's why it's got those rays on the end. And of course, now we're at the ray, and here is that endpoint. That's what connects it to a line segment. This connects it to a line segment to go either way. All right, it's also part of the line. It's kind of the caboose of the line. And it has one endpoint, and it continues the same in both. It continues in that direction. So this one's going to continue, and this one's going to continue. All right, and I love this. An angle means that we're going to just look at this. right here we have a ray. Well, actually, we have a line segment right there, and then we have a ray here, and then we have a line segment right here, and we have a ray here. So it's really connecting some of those together, putting two of those rays together. So it's two rays that have a common endpoint. That's their common endpoint. All right, and we did a lot of fun things with this. This is our oops, can't do it in here. 90-degree angle, you can't see it, but we have a right angle, which is that 90 degrees. Here it is right there, and it's also called a right angle right there. An obtuse angle is anything that is more, you see this? That's a 90 degree, and so obtuse is greater than a 90-degree angle. And then we have a cute little angle, and of course that is going to be anything that is less than a 90-degree angle. All right, so we're going to practice identifying some of these. Let's see. We have name it. So is this a point, a line segment, a ray, or an angle? All right, you decide, and then I'll tell you in just a minute. Okay, how many of you guessed that this was a ray? This is your clue right there, okay, because it's going in one direction. All right, name it. Is this a point, a line segment, a ray, or an angle? Okay, if you chose a line, then you are correct because notice it's going in both directions. Okay. All right, is this a point, a line segment, a ray, or an angle? All right, in this case, this would be a point because it's, oops, P-O-I, because it's all by itself, so it's a point. All right, point, line segment, line, ray, or angle. Okay, if you chose a line segment, then you are correct because you've got a stopper on each side, and that's just allowing us to connect. It's a piece of the line that we took out. And is this a point, a line segment, a ray, or an angle? Okay, if you said angle, you're correct. If you said acute angle, you're even more correct because here's our 90-degree angle, and this is a cute little angle, so it's called acute. That's an acute angle. Good job. All right, here's a little game, I Spy. So in here, I spy a line segments, rays, angles, and points. Can you find them? Pause the video, see if you can find these, and then check back with me, and I'll tell you what I found. Okay, let's see, I'm going to pick black because I think that will help me out. All right, let's see, our line is actually found right there. All right, some line segments, man, they are all over the place. We've got a line segment here, 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 lots of line segments. Ooh, and you know what? There's one there, line segment there. Some rays, they're all over the place as well. So I'm going to say ray, 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 ray. And some angles. All right, I'm going to pick some white for this. Okay, so angles, watch right here. Right here, we have acute angle. We have an acute angle. We have an acute angle. Right here, we have a right angle, 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 a right angle. Let me see if I see any more. I think I've got them taken care of. And our points are going to be any of these dots right here. That's just going to be our points that actually help connect. And I guess we've got a lot of them right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. Oops, don't forget those. There and there. All right, I hope I haven't missed out any on, on any of them. All right, now what I want you to do is I'm going to call out some things and I want to see if you can draw them. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and see if you can draw the following shapes on the following geometric parts on your paper. So I'm going to call one out and then I want you to go ahead and see if you can draw it. Okay? How about if we start with a point? Go ahead and draw a point. All right, did you draw something like that? It's acting funny on my side. All right, how about a line? All right, did you draw something like that? How about a line segment? All right, did you draw something like that? All right, how about a ray? Okay, how about a right angle? Remember that's called that 90-degree angle. How about a cute little angle? All right, how about an obtuse angle? Okay, were you able to get all those geometric shapes? I hope so. Until next time, bye-bye.